What's up, guys? It's Wednesday, July 23rd, and welcome to a brand new episode on DCTV, presented by Total Wireless, the official wireless provider of UFC. They're in your corner with unlimited 5G data that will not slow you down. So, what's seeming like it's about to slow down is the lightweight division. I don't know that we've ever had a time in fighting where it seems like more people in the same weight class are unwilling to do what most think is next, or are willing to literally take a hard stance and go, I'm not doing it. That happened, and it worked out with Islam Makhachev when he didn't really want to fight Ilia. And if he went to 170, he would vacate the belt. If Belal lost, it all worked out. But how does it all work out at 155 now, where we have this foursome of people who are all vying for the same thing, who all have a claim to want that same thing, but only one guy has it, and that's Ilia Topuria. He's the champ. But Justin Gaethje feels he has a claim. Arman Tsarukyan feels he has a claim, and rightfully so. Paddy Pimblett now feels he has a claim. They all feel like they have a claim to be the number one contender at 155 pounds. But what happens when we get to a standstill where, like Arman said to me, that was a Joe Rogan mistake. Paddy Pimblett should have never been in the octagon. He's not the number one contender. That seems okay for Arman to say, because Arman was the guy that was scheduled to fight for the belt in Los Angeles. But what about the fact that after that fight didn't happen, the UFC said Arman's not next, he will need to fight. That seems to have eliminated him. But when you look at the people that know this sport, or the fans, and the perspective or the perception is he's number one contender, he should be fighting for the title next. Not Paddy, a guy who's ranked number 9 in the UFC's rankings and just got his win inside the top 5. Justin Gaethje, who's 3-1 in his last 4 fights, says, I have a claim. But he's getting presented with the fight, Paddy Pimblett. So Gaethje's like, no, I'm not doing it. That leads to this, right? Gaethje feels he has a claim. Arman was number one contender. Paddy just went in the octagon with the guy. So he's like, hey, I got the face off against the champ, so maybe I'm number one contender. Let's see what happens. But what do you do whenever guys are not only telling you they don't want to do something, but they seem willing to really either sit it out or be done? To Justin Gaethje's point, this is what he said. He goes, I'm absolutely not fighting Paddy. And if that's the route that they want me to take, then I don't believe that they need me anymore. I know that sounds petty or whatever, but I'm number 3. I'm 3-1 in my last 4. The champion, Islam, was calling to fight me when he vacated. They bring in a new guy and give a guy who's 2-2 in the fight. If their algorithm and their match tells them to just use me until I get beat, then I'm going to have to really reevaluate what I'm doing. So it sounds to me like Justin Gaethje, as he said before, hey, title fight or retirement. It sounds like he's more than willing now to stand by that and be done. And that would suck, right? Because MMA is better when Justin Gaethje's fighting. We just had to watch Dustin Poirier retire last weekend, and that absolutely sucked. So what's going to happen this time, right? We have to walk away from Justin Gaethje too. That era of fighters that we all fell in love with so much are starting to take the curtain call and go, hey, my time is done. This game is done with me, or I'm done with this game. Justin seems very, very stern in the idea that if he has to fight Paddy Pimblett and that's the only option, he's not going to do it. And that sucks, because I don't know that it's going to make the UFC say we have to give Justin Gaethje a title fight. I don't know that they're going to do that, especially when you go through all the things that I'm telling you right now. That Arman has a case. Paddy has a case. Justin has a case. Ilia saying he ain't fighting Arman. So now you got the champ saying, forget Arman, he's not reliable because of what happened in Los Angeles in the fight when he was supposed to fight Islam Makhachev. Then you have Paddy, who got to go into the octagon and stare off with the champion. You have Justin saying, I'm not fighting Paddy. When in reality, Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje seems like the logical next step for Paddy. Because after you get through a Michael Chandler, right, you want to go into that next level of guy as you get closer to the title fight. Does Paddy Pimblett deserve a title fight right now? No, he doesn't. But with one more victory, especially one over a guy like Justin Gaethje, he would absolutely deserve a title fight. But I think he's one fight away. But he also needs that name. He needs a Justin Gaethje. He needs a Charles Oliveira. He needs one more guy behind Michael Chandler to truly make the case for him earning a championship opportunity. So to me, that leaves Justin and Arman. Arman is #1 contender. Supposed to fight Islam. After that fight didn't happen, the UFC said he was going to have to fight somebody else. He didn't. He has not fought. He weighed in as the backup fighter when Oliveira fought against Ilia Topuria. But Ilia is saying, F Arman, he's not fighting him. He believes the UFC will push for Justin. I don't necessarily know where he's getting that from. Maybe he knows that Justin's valuable and the company doesn't want to lose him, and they might if he doesn't get that title fight. But for Gaethje, he would love it. Ilia believes, though, that that's the guy he may end up fighting. But Justin said, in the perfect world, in the best chapter in my book, if it happens, I'll believe this is a simulation. But I would want to beat Topuria this year, defend it against Holloway in the White House, then retire with the BMF title and the championship belt. There's no better way for me to write it. But I am a little biased. So Justin wants to, obviously everybody has big goals, right? Like everybody has the biggest of goals. And that would be a fairy tale for Justin Gaethje. For Justin Gaethje to extend himself to next summer would be amazing, because we send an American guy who's as red, white, and blue as anyone out to the White House to defend the championship. I get it. But I still don't know, guys, and I need your help with this in the comments. I still don't really know, what do we do if it doesn't happen, though? What happens, and who does Ilia fight if Justin doesn't get the title fight, which is what he expects? I believe, all things considered, merit, warranted. I think it probably should be Arman Tsarukyan. I mean, he was #1 contender. Luis, you could chime in the chat if you want. You're my first comment. I think Arman Tsarukyan probably should be the guy that gets the title fight. I just don't know if the champion is willing to fight him right now. And at times, that can become an issue, especially if what Ilia said is true, where the UFC told him, hey, please don't try to go up right now if you become the champion, because you're doing us a favor by stabilizing at 155. So what if Ilia goes, do me a favor? I don't want to fight this guy right now. He's unreliable. Let me see him fight again. It's more likely, and Luis kind of agrees, that because Ilia and Justin want to fight each other, Justin's a big name, and he does have 3-1 in his last 4, it's potential. It's a mess at 155 right now. It really is an absolute mess at 155. Guys, I'm in the Riddle Wrestling camp right now, so my voice is acting up. I'm sick. It's a whole, hey, I'm in the grind. But I promise you, we'll get you guys another episode of 3 Rounds tomorrow. Dean and I will go back and forth on something. Let's hope we can entertain you as you have been entertained so far. Thank you guys for tapping into what Dean and I are doing. Hey, in those comments, somebody help me out. Match up 155 for me. Let's figure this thing out. All right, guys. Hey, it's the boy DC, your favorite podcaster and also a role partner. And of course, fellas, when you're in or you're out of the bedroom with your partner or that significant other, you have got to satisfy their needs as you try to satisfy your needs. It's so important. Hey, the one thing about Ro, when you're in the bedroom, our guys at Ro Sparks, they got your back. With his long-lasting functionality, Ro Sparks are a 2-in-1 prescription treatment for guys who want more controlled erections. And it doesn't take long either, because after they dissolve, they work in about 15 minutes on average. Ro connects guys with medical providers 100% online, so you don't have to waste time in the waiting room. And if approved, treatment ships directly to your door. For me, honestly, it's a no-brainer. Ro is a must-have, guys. Trust me. New sex health patients get $15 off of their first order of Ro Sparks on the recurring plan. So connect with a provider at RODOTCO/DCTV. Ro.co/DCTV to find out if prescription Ro Sparks is right for you. Guys, that's RODOTCO/DCTV for $15 off of your first order. Hey, get them Ro Sparks. I'm telling you, they work. Until next time, guys. Peace.